That man is absolutely deluded, disconnected. He just does not have a clue how the other half has to scrimp and save just to buy a loaf of bread. In an interview, all right, he said, my parents, they had to scrimp and save. They did, yeah. We had no Sky TV. He said, yeah. What the fuck is he on about? Really? I had no Sky TV. My kids didn't have Sky TV. We didn't need it. We didn't want it. How is that deprivation? You know, like, I'll be deprived just so they can put me through university, my college and all that. You know. What the hell? It just stands testament to the kind of person that he is. Who he is in there, and also in here. He don't know how people live, and he don't blooming well care how the other half have to live. I'm all right, Jack. He's got his 700, 800 odd billion that we know about. And he married into the money that he did. Oh, the people will wake up, really. Well, they are, aren't they? He's not shifting in the polls. If anything, he's plummeting in the polls, especially after his gaffe regarding the D-Day commemoration day, where he decided it was a good idea to go AWOL. Oh, I apologise. Everything's okay. These flipping Tories and Labour and any of them, they apologise. Oh, it's okay now. They're not apologising. That's not a heartfelt apology. It's, oh, you've been caught out. And now I've got to say something to try and soften the blow. Oh, he's apologised. It was heartfelt and all that, you know. Well, like Mel Stride was trying to tell everybody. Oh, blimey, give me a flipping break. There's no sincerity. Because he's got zero integrity. No matter what he likes to tell you. The man is soulless. Absolutely soulless. He is a horrendous human being, if you can be generous enough to call him that. He's deceitful. He's just a liar. Repeating that same £2,000 per family trope regarding Labour's, economic plan. Still pushing it out, even though it's been proven to be an outright lie. The problem is, some people still listen. You've only got to tell the lie once, and it's broadcasted absolutely everywhere, and regurgitated. You've got to work 3, 4, 5, maybe 10 times harder to get it out of the public domain after it's been, discredited. They know that. They know they'll gain more votes than lose, or win more people over. How's the country? What has the United Kingdom done that is so bad to deserve this string of politicians, one after the other, and prime ministers? Have any of them got any integrity? I don't think so. No. The only one I quite frankly see any integrity at the moment, from what I can see, was listening to Ed Davies. He seems genuinely quite a nice geezer. From Liberal Democrat. Lib Dems, Liberal Democrats. He seems to be the only reasonably honest one out there. Playing it safe there, just in case, right? I'm not going full on, oh, he's honest. Not yet. But so far, he does seem to show a bit of integrity. Listening to his speech the other day, I thought, oh, crikey, yeah, he's just been, he's saying, well, this is what we'd like, and this is what we'll try and achieve. This is our long-term goal. We're not just going to flick the switch. They know all this. But it just seems sincere. Instead of like all this one-liners are just supposed to win us over, which are obviously outright lies. I do you know what, I'm sick to death of it all. I'm sick to death of politics. I really am. And sometimes I wonder why I'm doing the channel. It's obviously not for the money. I'll tell you that for nothing. Oh dear. Oh, I just don't know. Do you know what I'd like to do sometimes? I think I'd like to stick my head in the sand. Do what everyone else do. Stick my head in the sand. Instead of trying to look at the detail and the nuance. Because, do you know what really upsets me? Is the ignorance of much of the British electorate. And I'm going to say abroad as well now, because of what's just happened. They think things are just so black and white, and they're not. They just are not, you know? It's just, dare I say it? It's idiotic, that's what it is. We're handing the vote to people that shouldn't be allowed to vote. Really are. Democracy, if it is democracy, which it isn't in the UK anyway, so that's dangerous for a start. But handing democracy to people who clearly have no education or know anything about what they're voting for, potentially going to be voting against their own best interests. I just think it's dangerous. Now, if you had a majority of the population who clearly did their homework, well, then maybe it'd be safe because they'd have an idea. But you've got people. Look what happened. Look what happened with Boris Johnson. There's one case that really sticks in my head, and it was a Welsh hairdresser, and you probably know it was David Dingleby, and he asked, "Are you going to vote? You know he's a liar, but you're going to vote for Boris Johnson anyway?" And she said, "Yes, because he's like because he's like one of us or something, you know." And I thought, crikey, is that the basis of your vote? Not the manifesto or anything like that. Is that the basis of it? Look at the 2019 general election as well. What was the basis of that? Get Brexit done. Yeah, you were done big time. We all were. Gas mark 100. Burned to the flippin' crisp. Oh, dear me. Until we educate the people in how politics works for a start, how the democratic system works for a start, how can you actually have a sensible, a reliable democratic system? You can't. It doesn't work. It reminds me of that film also, Idiocy, when everyone's just drinking Gatorade, you know? They're all idiots, literally. Voting for another idiot. It's just crazy. It's just the madness of it all. And it's deeply frustrating. Deeply frustrating. And people just want to vote against their own best interests, often because of the other. Whether it be the little people coming on the little boats across the channel, whether it be the people with the brown faces. That level of hate, which deeply depresses me, it really does. I've got some lovely little grandchildren who happen to be black, you know? 4 of them. And I actually worry for them in this environment we're in at the moment. At the moment, they're innocent. You see, they don't know what's going on. Keep them that way as long as possible. The world is becoming a very scary place. And it all starts with politics. It really does. Actually, no. It starts with education. And educate people on how it all works. Educate the nuances. educate the reason why we have foreign aid, or did have. It's worthless now because the GDP's got no value in it. I'm sorry, they keep dipping in that pot for other things, just like they do with the Levelling Up Fund. I don't know. I could go on and on about this. It's just very annoying and worrying what the future holds when we've got this level of idiocy brewing and festering in the United Kingdom, and then we have people like Ben Habib, such a hateful man. He literally condoned the migrants, the asylum seekers come across the channel, drowning. He was happy for them to drown in the channel. And then you got now the deputy leader of the Reform Party. He tried to say, oh, no, he didn't say that. That's not what he said. Even after it's been recorded, yeah, it's there. Can't deny this stuff, you know. And now also they've got like Nazi sympathisers, people in the party who believe that Hitler should have been given a free rein, basically, and just take up his offer of amnesty. No, neutrality. So amnesty, neutrality. Oh, I don't know. What point is it anyway, to be honest, at the moment? I know you're going to say different because you're living in the UK. I'm here in France, but you know, and I'm rural France, so I can kind of ostracise myself to a degree. Ostracise myself, that quite makes sense, doesn't it? Ostracise, anyway, remove myself from the effects of it to some degree. But I don't know, you tell me, please leave in the comments down below. Toodaloo.